Welcome to our screencast series on building a social networking site using the ColdFusion on Wheels framework. In episode 10, I'm going to demonstrate displaying sets of records instead of just individual records using a function called findAll. Okay, so we're logged into the social network. We're on the main page, and as you can see, there's not much here, so let's change that. What I'd like to do is let's list the top so many newest users. This might be a useful feature while the social network's new and there aren't a whole lot of members, just a way to give the members an opportunity to get to know each other. So let's go into our main controller, and well, since we're actually doing something with this home action, let's create a function for it so that we can load some data. And in this, let's set a variable called users, and we're going to call model again. And on this, instead of calling find1, let's call findAll. And there's a fairly significant difference between findAll and the find1 that we used in an earlier screencast, and that's that this will return multiple record sets. By default, it's going to return a query result, which is different. You can also pass it a variable, an argument, to return an array of objects if that's your preference. But we recommend just sticking with the default behavior because CFML does queries well, so why fight that? And let me go ahead and dump this so that we can see what's going on. I'll reload, and as you can see, it's a fairly plain vanilla record set. And you'll see that right now it's returning created at ascending, basically the ID's ascending. So let's remove that and go to our view and views main home.cfm. And since we're passing a variable called users, let's go ahead and cfparam it, just good form to document and check for a value that this view is expecting. And then I'm going to create a section called newest members. And let's just have an unordered list for now. This will look familiar. We're just going to CF loop through the query of users. This should be users. And just output some stuff for now. So some unordered list, users.firstname, users.lastname. So now that I've reloaded this, you'll see that we've got a list of more or less all members in the social network so far. There's just 4. But like I said, I want to show the newest, so why don't we order this descending? In this findAll call, we can pass it a number of arguments that pretty much match up to SQL clauses like where, even select, and then also order for order by. So we can order by created at descending, and I want to limit the number of rows, so let's do max rows, and we'll just show the top 3 results from that. So if I refresh this, you'll see that the order pretty much flipped and we dropped off that 4th one because it's not within the 3 top new members. And just to show you another powerful view helper function that Wheels offers, why don't we show how long ago the user joined. So in parentheses I'm going to put time ago in words, and let's pass it users.created at. And this needs to be surrounded in pound signs. And then I'll write the word ago after it. Let's refresh this. So now you can see that these users were all created generally 5 months ago. So that's a pretty powerful function. And just as a final touch-up, why don't we link to the user's profile. So link to text equals, and we'll move users.firstname, users.lastname into the text, controller. Actually, we want to open our route, so let's see what the route was again. So we want to use the user profile route, and it expects a parameter called URL ID, which is part of the table rows return. So URL ID equals users.URL ID. So now you can see that we're all linked up. So if I click Homer Simpson, it takes us to Homer's profile. For more information about Cold Fusion on Wheels, visit cfwheels.org.